Welcome to Milano-Sanremo. I'm Decathlon Gamer. This is PCM20. It's career episode 140. Not a major race that we need to worry about, but it's Milano-Sanremo. So here we are. We did bring the punchier team, but we've got some sprinters around in the just-in-case kind of scenario. Rajkovic, who's a little bit capable as a climber, as a puncher, and Wykankis are both here. Gazzoli is here. So we've got some options. We've got some guys that maybe can compete for this thing. But of course, the teams recently, the last few weeks on the calendar, are pulling all the stops. They're bringing out their best riders for each and every one of the races. We had tremendous success at the beginning of the season, and all of a sudden the last few weeks have been a lot harder. So we'll see if today is any better or whether we're going to face some challenges. Chumias and his 85 sprint, well, it's here. It's definitely going to have to be hard to leave him behind because he's pretty punchy. Trying to focus just on the harder bits to save some time and let us get a little bit deeper. As we go under 70k to go and the last big bit of climbing, we've got plenty of time to now rest and recover. Baranja is going to go get water one last time for the team. He misses a split, but then everything comes back together before the base. Now temporarily apart again, but there's still 50 kilometers to go, so it's a little too early for me to just get on the front and keep it under control and keep those groups off the back. So now with 80 in the Peloton and still 33 that easily could regain contact and 36 more who maybe could do so. We're going to set ourselves up for that final bit. 38k to go. Now 91 riders, now 113. Still chasing the breakaway, but they're down to 30 seconds. We're just about ready to reel them in. And with 32 kilometers to go, we're going to throw some sort of cog in the wrench in the cog, that is. So I think we're going to send Rajkovic to the back. We're going to follow Vermark. Or maybe Wykankis in the middle. Yeah, oh yeah. Okay, Eric Butt's the other punchy one. Gazzoli's the other quick one, so Moreau and Baranja are going to do some work. And we do want to make life difficult, but not crazy, because it's still 33 kilometers.
The pack is back on level terms with the breakaway group. There's a sustained rhythm at the moment. Some riders definitely won't be able to keep up.
29k. Okay, hitting the first climb. Alright, on to Moreau, who's definitely faster than Baranja. So we don't want to hurt our team, but we're nearly to the top here. No sign of any splits coming, so it's okay that we've slipped back a little bit. Down to 97 in the Peloton. Baranja's out.
There's nobody out in front, so with less than 20 kilometers
Rajkovic
to go,
all the way at the
it's
back.
beginning to look as though it's going to end in a mass sprint.
Temporary splits. Now it's back together.
Riders.
And now it's 17k to go. So now it's a different story, and we've already got the train formed and are establishing that control at the front. 16k to go. See the guys behind now in position and recovering their red bar. Okay, and we're seeing an attack on Barl, Pedersen, Nassen, Lilov trying to go with them.
Only 10 kilometers left.
Moreau is done. On to Gazzoli, and this is already it. This is it. 9k to go. We're into the punchy bits. Gazzoli giving it his all.
Are not handing out tickets for a breakaway, so the stage will end up in a mass sprint.
Looks like Eric Butt's going to run out of energy first. He does before Gazzoli. 7K, but we've got a lot of it downhill. Wykankis and Rajkovic are going to make it to the end. Okay, coming up over the top. I'm going to leave Remark at the front. He's good downhill, 76. There's somehow still 70 riders in contention. 4K to go. Gels kick in.
Fall in the pack.
3K to go. For Mark, gets a little bit of separation. Gazzoli's still here.
Away from the group. He's going for victory. And there goes the mad burst
For
the
Mark
final
leading it
sprint.
out, and we've got separation over the pack. We've got separation over the pack. There goes Rajkovic. We'll watch from Gazzoli. Rajkovic is going to win. Can we get a 1-2-3 though? Do we hang on? Rajkovic for the win. For Mark, Wykankis, all three positions. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure who made the comment. Sorry for not remembering, but last episode there was already suggestions that we change tactics because we went a couple punchy stages without a victory.
This stage was a real
That's not a reason to change tactics. It was a really good field. We get our results. We don't get them every time, but we get our results. And this is evidence of that. Caleb Ewan, Chamias 4th and 5th, Balagnino, Gaviria, Rainsford, Ekoff, and then Gazzoli took 10th. That's sprinters all the way. And then Alaphilippe, Groves. But we just took a 1-2-3. A well-deserved, well-earned 1-2-3. Tour of Catalunya. Already stage number 3. We're starting to see a big acceleration a little earlier than I expected. The chase has been hard. The 7 riders off front did not have an amazing gap. It got out to about 4 minutes. But whoever's up there, they're pretty dang good. Cosnefroy is there, but it's the only big name. Vingegaard, I guess. But we've seen a massive chase of late here that left a lot of guys really tired. We sat up just a little bit, let them have another minute, and got a little recovery. But you can see right at the base of this category 1 before we go into the climb to the finish, already ton of fatigue in the field. And Rodriguez, who got a podium on a previous stage, and we need a stage win at this one. It's only a half-star objective though, so not a big deal. We're already pretty good with just that. Rodriguez would be our favorite, but he's on a -3. 74 resistance, just an 82 mountain. He's lost a lot of points. Johnson and Millar both looking really good today. Baranja is looking pretty dang good today, but he has fallen back a lot actually. Need to up his effort so he can catch back up. Smith's going to get dropped here.
Only a few riders are
And
capable of
Talipov
following the
somehow
very fast
hung
pace up
on
front.
at the front even though he ran out of energy just a moment ago. 112 left in the peloton. We will use Baranja to cover Rodriguez now that Smith has been dropped. Again, Rodriguez caught out behind somebody going backwards. That's happened to him a few times already. Alright, let's kind of up the effort also a little bit. Let's use Talipov's gel now because he's not going to be around much longer. Moreau, we will definitely use it before long. We're starting to go gently uphill. Steeper than expected.
A couple of
There
teams
it
have
levels
set
off.
themselves up as pacemakers for the pack. They
A lot of minuses today, but then a few pluses, and the pluses are big ones.
Another attack in the leading group.
Baranja gel. 15 kilometers to go. 5 riders left off front, and they still have a healthy gap, but I would expect they'll get pulled back quite quickly. 12K to go. Love to sprint train style this, but that does not look like a likely thing to happen today. Talipov
Now
got
the
dropped.
guys up front are asking serious
Moreau
questions of
has
the
been
riders
dropped.
in the rear as more of them are left in the
And
wake.
Baranja
Only 10
is
kilometers
being
left.
dropped. And now we've got 3 left, and we're seeing an attack
by Benoit Cosnefroy.
by Yermakov. And Tintoni. And Trentadou. I can see Rodriguez struggling. In terms of GC, though, he's in the best position. 82, is that gonna do well? I think it might. Yeah, it's not so bad. Lopez, Bernal, Tentoni, Mernick, Champison. There's Yermakov. We pulled him back. He's going to continue on, as is Tentoni and Champison. Carapaz now, Trentadou. Sevikov. 8 kilometers, though. And the group is definitely thinning out. Johnson's going to be done quite soon. But the problem with Millar is he's also nearly done, and Rodriguez already is nearly done as well.
The riders are going through a very tough portion with percentages above 10%.
McNulty, Yermakov, Carapaz. Another attack. Here goes Tentoni. Rodriguez is done. No stage win today. That -3. Devastating. Absolutely devastating. We're going to see all of these guys getting dropped.
And he moves on to the attack.
They're still in this group of 19. Can we hang on to it? 2 off the front. No, there's a split. And we're not covering any ground. We're not making any ground up. Climb as fast as you can, guys.
Watch out.
Not their day. Not their day.
This climb features some dreadful percentages.
Their pace.
And the final
Not away.
sprint is off. Who's going to be the first to
Oberger,
the
they're
line
faster
today?
than those.
This was a great
I don't know how
day
they're not
for him.
faster than, like,
Nobody
say,
could keep
Barguil,
up
but
with him.
he's an
The
80 today.
tailenders are
Guerrero's a
still coming in.
79. If they have energy, they have energy. Carapaz wins the stage. McNulty second. Yermakov third. Tentoni fourth. Mernick, Bernal, Soler completely out of the top 10. We will be top 20, but yeah, really, really bad day. And that's Rodriguez's -3. The other guys certainly looked better, but in turn, riding for them doesn't make a whole lot of difference when they're starting in the high 70s and you add a few points. It still puts them below Rodriguez for the most part, and you can see that none of the 3 were in great shape there at all. So stage 4 is another climbing stage, but unlike the previous one, this is a big climbing stage. We have 4 climbs, 3 of them categorized in the front half. A very short valley with a sprint point before we go into an Allscat, and then an even steeper finishing climb, albeit a little shorter. That's a big ask. That's a big day.
Really hot, so for the moment, we
I figured today is a day that there could be a winner from the breakaway. Baranja's on a +5. So we'll see what he can do. 77, 85 on the resistance today. Pretty dang good. He'll do well. But this is large.
Counterattack by Pierre Latour.
Large breakaway, and you can see everybody's actually attacking over the top here. Baranja saved a little energy, but he's going to have to make that ground up now to get back in there. That was a fight over the KOM, which I don't care about. I'm trying to win a stage. There we go. Back on board. I'm not going to work. It's a large group. I don't care if the group is actually caught, because our chances of winning are better here than from the break. So we'll increase our chances of surviving if the break stays away. And meanwhile, the focus will be mostly on this group. For a while, anyway. 2 minutes over the Peloton. Not a big gap. I have a feeling it's going to stay like that. There's going to be plenty of guys here that aren't great climbers, but I can already see quite a few names on the list that are. $3K to go to the top. Excuse me. Not interested in attacking this at all, but what I am interested in, as we've dropped off 4 riders already, is the attack that's coming in about half a kilometer to a kilometer and not getting distanced. You can see there goes a handful of guys.
And it's an attack by Benoit Cosnefroid.
Our preemptive push
Counterattack by
is
Pierre
saving
Latour.
us some energy on this.
They really are moving. The pack can't get strung out too far, or it's going to start
There you
breaking
go.
up.
18 riders left. And we definitely saved some energy on that one. Go ahead and get yourself some water real quick. I'm going to have to do that all over again here quite shortly. And meanwhile, let's also get these guys some water. Out to nearly a 5-minute gap attacking the climbs. And as they continue to do so, they're going to stretch that lead more and more and more. And it's going to give some of these riders a chance as long as we manage this carefully. Baranja can be within. Latour, Carthy especially are going to be hard to beat. But it can be done. I see Smith is already tired, but he just got the water. But so are a lot of other guys. Even Rodriguez still negative race day condition. So 2 days in a row on that. Not as bad. Here's the next attack, so let's go ahead and start our response to that. And that's 16 chasing 1. I'm not worried about chasing the 1 down myself. We'll bring him back as a group. So that's 1 more rider dropped, 17 now. And Baranja in good shape.
A rider is down.
Meanwhile, back here, Smith hangs on, so he has not been dropped. That's a good sign. Down to 117K to go. We're going to get water again on the next descent. Back up to 18. That 1 rider recovered. Gap's also down to just 2:15, so we lost a lot of time. Is that over the descent that we lost that time? The 1 rider who regained contact falls away immediately. He just didn't have anything left chasing us down. Doing good so far through here. No categorization, so I don't expect the uphill to be quite as bad. Some of these guys are definitely starting. Oh, no, not 60. Keep that upper 70s, please. Now down to 14, down to 12. I like having the numbers drop a little bit. Moreau and Smith have been dropped. We're down to 10 here. Those next 4 might regain contact. Just 68 left in the Peloton. 4 riders here, so we need to kind of pick out how we're going to do this. Rodriguez is the man today. He's got that -1 downhill, but otherwise unaffected. So basically a 0. Johnson looks pretty good. Talipov, 79 resistance. That's much better than Johnson. And Millar, so that's who we're gonna ride for. We're not worried about the GC. We're so far down. Alright, those 4 did not make it back up here. I think that gap's gonna start opening up here on the flat. Latour, Carthy still here, of course. Cosnefroid is here as well. He's not a great climber, but he's probably similar to Baranja, or today's Baranja. Certainly better than his normal rating of 71.
So this is the last third of the race. Anyone who is gunning for victory
Gap to the Peloton down to 1:20 as we go to begin this climb, meaning not a chance in hell that they're going to be. Oh crap! Get your water.
The breakaway is not to everybody's
too late on these guys?
The Peloton has significantly increased its speed.
It's a small group. It's a small group. They're right there around the corner. And there's the 4 riders as well. Shoot.
And it's
I'm
an
too late
attack
on this
by
water.
Benoit Cosnefroid.
This is... Oh, come on, Millar. But he had to go way too far back. He's wasting so much energy to try to bring this up. Use his gel right now because kind of blew it. Talipov. Protect Talipov and use your gel. Still 8 riders away. Millar finished the water task at least, and it's 60k to go. The downhill, that descent, is going to cover a lot of kilometers fast, so we may not need to get water again. But I'm expecting a very small peloton by the time we get over the top. Let's see Millar out the back, down to 40. Johnson nearly out the back. Talipov needs to use up his gel, and he needs to take over protecting Rodriguez. Johnson, Raja both dropped up to 42 in the peloton, but that's because we just caught the 8 breakaway riders. Talipov's still here. He's climbing well. But we're down to just Rodriguez. Looks like we're okay to get over the top of this climb. We are not technically riding at the front there. It's okay. He's not doing extra damage. He was actually recovering slightly. He's at a 130 on the heart rate. I'd rather have Talipov here. That's KOM attacks. That was Cosnefroid, who managed to stay in the group. Over the top, recovery happening. 36k. Talipov, just go ahead and get water so we don't have to worry about it. Raja riding solo. He's a minute and a half back and not recovering energy, so he's trying to chase. Not sure why he's not recovering energy. His heart rate's in good shape. Talipov already used his gel and is definitely fatigued. So this is not looking too great for us. You can see a lot of Ineos riders around. This is still a fairly large peloton. Baranja, Johnson, and Millar are all close, and we're seeing immediate attacks right at the base.
Above 10%. The current pace is a bit too docile for some riders who are looking to create a breakaway.
No, okay. Check that. Ineos had that covered, otherwise I would have tried to escape with them. Is that McNulty who's gone clear? It is. Talipov, what's going on, buddy? Can't climb faster than that? Losing a lot of ground. 16k to go. I mean, I don't want to waste energy, but can't afford to go back that fast. Slow back down. Try to recover. There you go. There we go. Okay, this pace. If anything, he should just sit up. Let Ineos do the work. $13k. Speed it up for a little bit. Sure, another attack will come before long. Talipov hanging in there. Rodriguez has actually recovered a little bit. He's kind of right at that limit of recovery or not recovering. Talipov.
10 kilometers to the finish line.
Nearly done. Here goes Barguil.
Attack by Warren Baldwin.
And on to Rodriguez going solo. Talipov, goodbye. 31 riders left in contention. We catch Barguil. We're going to see another attack by Soler. Or Rodriguez. And Tentoni and Lopez. Just want to break off from the front. Nope.
Counter attack by Soler.
Down to 28. That hurt a surprising amount. That little attack did that much damage. are you, Mr. Schrodel?
The finish line is getting close. The riders just passed the 5 kilometers road sign.
79.75. It's weird that I can't attack, but he can. That's because everybody responded to my attack. They know I'm a threat. There goes Yermakov. There comes the response.
And off he goes. He's giving it one last go.
3K. Definitely getting down there. Not much energy left, so Rodriguez just gotta climb at our pace. 2K to go.
The pace seems much too high for many riders.
And that leaves us behind that group. Leaving behind this group as we approach the finish, but no energy. No energy. Now, the -1, okay, yeah, sure. I mean, you want to blame that, but I really don't think that's much of a factor. I think the bigger factor here is the hardest difficulty and the resistance bonus that everybody else gets. They might have 78 resistance, but their 78 resistance is more like an 83 resistance. It's more like a +5 to everything. So everybody around me had that little bit extra. Rodriguez took 5th. Wasn't a bad result, but it was only 5th. Yermakov, McNulty, Bernal, Carapaz. The vote, by the way, Triple Crown. I'm not sure how well we're going to be able to do that because you can see without race day condition bonuses, without everybody around me being excellent, I don't know. So we're going to be in for some challenges. We do get one win today at least. That was something. It was a 1-2-3. I'll take that. That's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. And bye for now.